What is going on, guys? It is your boy Torque Crunch. We are back for another video. Today we're bringing another versus video to our channel. Today we're doing it between a few old characters and one of the new ones coming out, which is that Gin and Izuru double team version that's coming out. It was something that I thought about because I was looking into the killers and I realized that Izuru and Gin have Soul Reaper and Hollow, and I compared them to two of the better ones that I feel like are really good still, even though they're a little older in Aizen and Fullbring Ichigo. So with that said though, I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know down below who you'd like to see next, and yeah, with that said, man, I appreciate you guys watching. I'll catch you guys in a minute right here, or a second I should say, because we're about to get going. So the first character we're gonna go ahead and take a look at here today is Aizen. Aizen is a monster of a character. he is really good, man. He's so old, but crazy to think that he's still really good. So in terms of stats, I have him pretty upgraded pretty good because I have him fully transcended, and I even have that level 3 SP role for the transcendence. So he's actually pretty good. He's really good, and so typically you wouldn't see this much damage output due to that. I also have him link slotted 10-5-5. Don't ask me why he's not 10-10-10, but anyways, looking at his gameplay, man, really good. His first is an insane lunge, as you see it there in the gameplay, man. It's literally a full screen lunge attack. His second is a boost, but it still has really good range. It takes a little longer to recharge, but it's a boost, so it's gonna really help with the increase of damage output. His third is a full screen, and it's really nice because it just hits everything multiple times, man. Yeah, it's just like his gameplay is really good. Like I said, he's been around for some time now, and it's just crazy that he still keeps up with the best of the best. Really good unit. He has 12 recharge time link, which helps him out a lot with his boost, and all in all though, I mean, he's just really good. So I'm gonna dip for now. You guys enjoy his special, and yeah, I'll be back to kind of talk about him as in his overview. Alright, so here we go. We are back. This right here is again an overview about the character and kind of a highlight of the character, where we go over his pros and his cons. In terms of pros, man, his kit is amazing, right? Really good. Really good kit. He has a second, which is a boost. It's an enhanced boost, right? Because he has that skill that makes it last longer, I believe. Just really good, man. In terms of boosted characters, he's one of the first to ever come out with one. He has a Soul Reaper killer, which is of course probably the best killer in the game. Again, really good there. And then he's a really good Transcendence candidate. What I mean by that is that he's been out for a very long time now. It's been like over 2 years. And so if you don't have him at least duped out a few dupes in there, then I mean, I don't know, you must be new, right? But if you've been playing for over a couple years now, you definitely should have this Aizen 3 out of 5 at least, right? Unless you've just been really unlucky. But really good candidate for that, even though he's older. In terms of special, his special is really good as well, right? So if you have him duped out, he's gonna have more damage output in general. He has devastation, and he also has insta-kill ability. So he has the chance of insta-killing through his special, which makes him that much better. And yeah, really good, man, really good. And then in terms of cons, there is a couple. For example, no status ailment. I don't think that one's too huge on him due to him having that insta kill on his special, and then of course he has a boosted strong attack. So it's like, he makes up for it in certain areas. But imagine if you would have had like weakening, that would have been, yeah, that would have been too much. That would have been crazy for the time. If he did have weakening, he'd probably be the best top 3 technique character still to this day. I mean, he might actually still be top 3. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that, but he's really good. Outdated stats. Yeah, that's the one con. If you only have like one of him and you don't have him link slotted and you don't have him transcended, he's gonna have lower stats. So in turn, you're gonna have lower damage output. But again, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. if you have some dupes of him and you work on him in general, right? So anyways, that is Aizen. He is insanely good. I am still working on him. I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and transcend him all the way, just due to the fact that he's so good, man. He is so good, and he is definitely not one that I would you know, regret transcending all the way. And now we're gonna go ahead and take a look at Fullbring Ichigo. Reason we have Fullbring Ichigo in here is because he's the other half of Gen's killer, or Gen and Izuru's killer. He is hollow. He's gonna have the hollow killer, so we're gonna compare him here today as well. This Ichigo, we've got him built up with recharge time. We don't have him link slotted. We do have him fully transcended, but we haven't really worked on that too much. And you'll notice through the gameplay that his damage output is a little lower. In terms of gameplay though, like I said, this dude has a really good kit. I mean, I didn't say that already, but I said it with Aizen, and they both again have that thing about them where it's just they have great strong attacks. He also has a really nice SAD, which is fast and quick to it. But the thing about him is mainly just his lack of damage output due to him being outdated and me not having him transcended, right? But he's really good. He has again a first strong attack where he lunges forward, a second which is a beam. I don't feel like his beam is all that great compared to the ones we get nowadays. It doesn't have too much range on it, but it is good, right? It does inflict good range on there. He has a third, which I think is one of my favorites in the game. It's just a full screen that hits multiple times, and it's just really clean. It's really clean. Look at that, like all the slashes going through the screen is what really stands out to me about it. But yeah, a few things about him that aren't the greatest. I mean, as you see, there's no status ailment, and I'll talk about it a little bit in the overview. Yeah, I mean, he's good. He's really good. I'll be back. Actually, I'll just end it there, and then we'll pick back up in the overview or highlight. So be right back. Alright, and so here we are back to the overview or highlight of Ichigo. So let's go over some information about this Ichigo. So again, he has a really good kit, right? Amazing kit, probably one of the more desirable kits in the game, right? It's special. He hits pretty hard, especially if you've got him duped out, but he also inflicts weaken, which is nice. So it weakens the enemy's attack. So what that'll do is that'll be a nice little benefit there, right? He has a great killer in hollow killer. That's probably what, first or second or third best killer in the game. And then a really good transcendence candidate as well, because just like Aizen, he's been out for a very long time now. So if you've played for even just a couple of years now, you've probably got a couple of him now. I myself have him fully duped out as well. I'm debating on transcending him. I don't know. The one I'm leaning towards is Aizen, just due to a few other factors that make him, I believe, a little bit better. He doesn't have status ailment, so that's one of the bigger things, right? He doesn't have like a special type of attack like Aizen does with a boost. So, you know, if you didn't have that, you would want something like a weaken on his attacks, and he doesn't have anything. So that's the one thing that kind of holds him back, as well as his outdated stats, and he's a strong attack damage link. Instead of a recharge link, he has strong attack damage. So there's a few factors that kind of bring Ichigo down a bit. I feel like he's still a great unit, but in terms of, like, you know, how good he is, and you know, what makes him, or what holds him back a bit, it's just being outdated. It's just that he came out years ago, right? So due to that being the case, it's gonna bring him down a bit in certain areas. But whenever he does actually get a resurrected form, I'm hoping, and I'm thinking he's going to be that much better again. Hopefully he gets a really nice secondary link, and then I also hope he gets maybe some Havoc, right, to increase his damage output or range as well, with some Berserker in there. That would just be awesome. I feel like that would make him better. We'll have to see though when it does come. And yeah, anyways, that is Ichigo. And last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at Gin and Izuru. We don't have the characters out yet, right? Because we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves here. But we're taking a look at the gameplay through what the KLab through the one that KLab drops. And so yeah, we really can't look at builds or whatnot, but in terms of gameplay we can. So taking a look at this Gin, I mean the Gin gameplay is really nice. I feel like he has really good range on all of his attacks, and again, animations are clean. It's the new switch mechanic where you can switch out to another character to the double team. Really dig it. I fucking love the idea of this, and all in all, I'm very impressed and happy with what they're doing with this one. In terms of gameplay, again, all in all is good. The one thing that you might notice here is that they're two of them are, or both of them are out at the same time, and the NAD is what really stands out to me. I'm curious to see how good this will get to, you know, in the future. Maybe like imagine a character with flurry, you know, like both of them having flurry. I don't know, man. I'm kind of scared, but also excited for the future. So yeah, anyways, that's Gin and Izuru. Taking a look at them, man, they are very good, right? They are very good. They have a great kit. Like I said, I don't think it's perfect, but it's a really good kit. And I mean, there's really no flaw to it, right? The only, like I said, there's only like that small change that, in my opinion, could make them better. Again, that's preference, so maybe it's not really applied for everyone that you know, that's watching this video, right? But they do have a double killer, strong attack, or not strong attack, Soul Reaper and Hollow, which are two of the best killers in the game. So that's actually insanely good, right? That's going to be a big benefit. Then of course they have status ailments of both Lacerate and Poison, which is really good. So like I mentioned with Ichigo, he doesn't have that, and that really holds him back a bit. With these two, they're gonna have that through everything, so that's gonna be very beneficial in terms of, you know, just landing more damage here and there. And again, Lacerate comes from Izuru through his NAD, and Poison comes through Gin through their strong attacks and his NAD as well. So really cool cool idea there. And then Guard Break as well. They have Guard Break through their skills, which is really good. It's gonna help out a lot, especially with their NAD, especially because again, they both are hitting through the NAD at all times, which is really cool, except for of course when you're using your strong attacks, then of course you're not using NAD. But dude, really cool concept that I feel like it's gonna make it's gonna be big time in the future. And then last but not least, I really cannot find any cons. Like I feel like they are made pretty good, and I think KLab did a good job. I don't see any real flaws in them. If you guys notice them, let me know. Again, this is probably a little too soon to tell because they're not even out yet, but based off what I'm seeing, they don't look like they're too bad. But with that said, guys, I appreciate you guys watching. I guess I'm just gonna end it with, again, choosing who I think is the best. Out of all three of these, there's a clear, for me at least, there's one that's clearly at the very end that isn't the greatest, and that's Ichigo. In terms of Gin and Izuru versus Aizen, dude, Aizen holds up his own, and I really feel like I even prefer Aizen still. So I personally I'm still gonna rock with Aizen over Gin and Izuru, but Gin and Izuru are definitely gonna be the best hollow killer in the game. In terms of Soul Reaper, it's debatable, man. There's a few out there, and again, keep in mind this is all melee units, so we're taking a look at melee units. There's gonna be some ranged ones like Rukia that's gonna be better, but you know, she's ranged, so that's that. Anyways, guys, appreciate you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate all the support. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit the like, subscribe if you are new. We're on the road to 30K, so that's coming up real soon. As soon as we hit it, we're gonna have a big celebration. So anyways, love you guys. Comment down again who you'd like to see next, and yeah, check out the videos from the last couple days. We've got some bangers in there. All right, you guys take care. Peace.